We just returned from the one-day Texas General Assembly meeting, which happened in Houston, Texas. Typically, it's a two-day event. Last year, it was online, so this was kind of a nice compromise. It was a wonderful event. The theme of the event was Back to the Future, and it even came fully furnished with a DeLorean that sat out front. The DeLorean was there as a part of a charity for Parkinson's disease, and so we were collecting funds for that as well. Several pastors shared their 12-minute TED Talks and shared with us various points in history, how God has moved during those events. And it was such a powerful, moving message. And also had two different bands that played from churches throughout the state of Texas. As with every assembly, we also had the ordination service where several people were licensed or ordained or relicensed, and even our own local Josh Gosney from Conroe was a part of that service. Just a wonderful overall event, went across very smoothly, and so happy to be able to share in this time together. Tim has resigned from his position as state administrator. It's the last one with him as the state administrator.
I wanted to do this in the shape of Texas because, well, that just seemed appropriate to do that, right? The plaque says, in appreciation, we hereby honor Dr. Tim West in recognition for your leadership, commitment, and dedicated service as state administrator from June 2008 through December 2021.
So we had an opportunity to share this took place over the last 13 and a half years of the time that he's been here. They also provided us with gifts and showered us with love and words of encouragement.
These are patches to go on your motorcycle. This.
The idea.
You got the idea, okay? We got a hard rider here. All right. And we have a planter. This is for you to put in your home or wherever so that you can remember this occasion. And then Brother Meeks has something of real significance.
You know talk is cheap, so we want to give you something that, yeah, you can say, hey, those people are okay. Bless you, so you love you.
Thank you.
Which included all of the different ministries of the TSA, the Concilio, his state ministry, as well as the new India church plant. And it was just a great opportunity to see how the Lord has moved in the state of Texas to accomplish so much over the past 13 and a half years.
Well, thank you, Dr. Duncan. Amen. To the Texas Assembly of the Church of God, to TSA, and to Tim West, my good friend, call him family. What an honor to be here. I bring greetings from Church of God Ministries. I love the theme. I thought it was at the wrong place when I drove up. But I jumped in the car and took 1,000 pictures. It was so cool. That's one of my favorite movies. I love it.
It'll be on Facebook.
It will be on Facebook. It's all here. But just delighted to see what God has done and what God continues to do here in Texas. You're an example for the rest of the world, I believe. With the love and the diversity, while we've not arrived, I can only go to John 17, where Jesus said that they will be one, just as I and you are one. Right. And I love that last part of that text where it says, so that the world may know. Amen. Somebody say, so the world may know. Yeah, that's what it's about. And so I'm just delighted here to be here to just share with you. They say that the only people that like change are wet babies. And I know that change has been hard. It's been hard here. Tim invited me to come, and we've seen just great movement and great direction towards collaboration. Maybe that's the modern word. Amen. For unity. Yes. But we thank God for that. And I wanted to just honor Reverend Dr. Timothy West and his lovely wife in the form of a proclamation from the Church of God. All right. And I'm going to read it, if you don't mind. A proclamation from Reverend Dr. Timothy West. Whereas service to the church, the great state of Texas, and Texas ministry to the Church of God has been an integral part of the wider ministry of Jesus Christ. Whereas Tim continues to provide open and honest feedback to the Church of God ministries and the regional pastors in the United States and Canada. Whereas the Texas Assembly continues the work of functional unity. Amen. And whereas with grit, I like that word, grit, and tenacity, he has pressed through some very difficult times in the state and chose not to give up. Somebody say, don't give up. Don't give up. He chose not to give up even in the wake of Cindy's medical challenges. Whereas Tim has created a path of a safe space for both ministry and pastors, he celebrates the past and he embraces the future. I love that. Airstream Adventure has taken him and Cindy traveling on that motorcycle. And Winnebago, is it Winnebago? Has you got a Winnebago? Yes, you do. To see God's creation. Whereas he has served faithfully for 13.5 years and will continue to serve faithfully throughout the next chapter of what God has in store for him. Now therefore, on behalf of Bishop Timothy Clark, the chair of the Ministry Council, Reverend Jim Lyon, the Church of God General Director, and the entire Church of God movement across the world, 9,000 churches in about 90 different countries, and myself, in appreciation and love for Tim's devotion and Cindy's devotion and service to the great state of Texas, we desire that there should be a permanent record of gratitude for his continued service for the church all over the world.
We're only maybe halfway there, and we still have a long ways to go in terms of what Texas wants to accomplish, but we certainly have come a long way. We're so thankful and grateful to the state and to the national office for sending people to shower us with gifts and love and encouragement, and also for the ongoing encouragement and prayers that we've had due to my cancer diagnosis over the past 10 years.
But something about 10,000. Yeah. And she did it with the greatest challenge of her life. I want to cry about this. Because she chronicles this all over the world. We see the struggle that she's been through. Yeah. And when I think of Tim, I think of tenacity. This dude doesn't give up. He's like a bulldog. I mean, no pun intended. But Tim stands for tenacity. I think I call it innovation. You're innovative. And then M really is ministry focus. And one of your first ministries was to God and to this woman here we call Cindy West. And whether you're selling the house or buying a Winnebago or getting on that motorcycle, you have loved her. And Vicki and I have watched this. And I love my wife more because you just love Cindy in such a powerful way. So on behalf of Church of God Ministry, Cindy, we want to say thank you. Thank you for sticking by his side when he was complaining in the bed. Thank you for praying for him. To push through and never give up. Amen. And thank you for giving him a heart of a tenacious, innovative, ministry-focused man of God. Amen. God bless you.
The last 13 and a half years have been quite a ride, and we look forward to what God has for the future.